I don't know what our delegation in Abu Dhabi will be offered. I had a conversation with them yesterday.
What did they say?
Regarding this idea, security guarantees that Mark Rutte talked about yesterday in the Rada in Kiev. And if this is what the Ukrainians went to Abu Dhabi with, well, I think this is just another reason to believe that Zelensky needs no peace.
Ukraine has reportedly suggested that it could soon receive advanced Meteor air-to-air missiles from its Western allies, signaling a possible upgrade in its aerial defense capabilities. However, these highly capable missiles may remain unused for some time, as Kiev appears to be facing difficulties in obtaining the appropriate launch platforms needed to deploy them. Meteor missiles are believed to be among the advanced military assets under consideration in Sweden's upcoming aid package to Ukraine. Reports suggest that Ukraine would first need to acquire Saab Gripen fighter jets, which are the primary carriers for Meteor missiles, before those weapons could become operational. While Sweden and Ukraine have reportedly drawn up a plan involving delivery or training on Gripen E jets, the actual fulfillment of this plan remains uncertain. The Meteor is a sophisticated beyond visual range air-to-air missile, designed to strike enemy aircraft like Russian warplanes long before they pose a direct threat. This development came shortly after high-level talks between the defense ministers of Ukraine and Sweden, where deeper military cooperation was a key point of discussion. During the Singapore Air Show, a senior official from Saab confirmed that discussions were indeed underway concerning a potential Meteor missile deal. The Saab representative further explained that it would be only natural for the Meteor missile to be included as part of any defense package involving the Gripen fighter jets. Military analysts have long recognized Ukraine's pressing need for a weapon system in the Meteor class, capable of matching or surpassing the range of modern Russian missiles. The Meteor is widely regarded as one of the most capable and advanced air-to-air missiles currently in active service across the world's leading air forces. The missile can engage enemy aircraft at distances of up to approximately 130 miles, giving it a significant tactical advantage in combat scenarios. One of Meteor's standout features is its unique ramjet propulsion system, which can be adjusted or throttled during various phases of the missile's flight for efficiency and control. Thanks to this advanced propulsion technology, the missile is able to conserve a significant amount of kinetic energy until the final attack stage, maximizing its impact power. As a result, the target aircraft has a drastically reduced chance of escaping once the Meteor enters its deadly terminal approach phase. The missile's variable thrust capability further allows its onboard autopilot to dynamically chart the most efficient path to intercept the target in real time. Amid its ongoing and protracted conflict with Russia, the Ukrainian Air Force has openly acknowledged a worrying shortage of essential air defense and missile systems. Reports indicate that several of Ukraine's air defense batteries are currently inactive or left without ammunition due to severe shortages in missile supplies. This revelation was made on February 2nd by Yurii Ihnat, the head of the communications department of Ukraine's Air Force, during an official briefing. In his interview with RBC Ukraine, Ihnat emphasized that President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has repeatedly drawn international attention to the country's dwindling missile stockpiles. In response, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov lashed out at President Zelenskyy, accusing him of prioritizing his personal political survival over the welfare of his nation. Lavrov further alleged that Zelenskyy had no real interest in pursuing any meaningful peace settlement, instead focusing on maintaining his grip on power amid the ongoing war.
I don't know what our delegation in Abu Dhabi will be offered. I had a conversation with them yesterday.
What did they say?
Regarding this idea, security guarantees that Mark Rutte talked about yesterday in the Rada in Kiev. And if this is what the Ukrainians went to Abu Dhabi with, well, I think this is just another reason to believe that Zelensky needs no peace, that any peace will mean an end to his political career, probably not only his political career. After talking with Rutte, Zelensky said he's willing to take compromises, but Russia also has to be willing to make compromises. And this is, well, a blatant statement, I think. But I think conscience and Zelensky don't go together well. And he thinks about nothing, I think, except his own survival. When we came to Anchorage and when two presidents sat down with their teams, we said that this hadn't been an easy move for us, but we're willing. We conceded to certain initiatives from the US. We took compromises. We basically accepted their propositions. And then we waited for a long time for our American counterparts to announce that, yes, the agreement has been made, we have this and this and this. They said, we inherited Ukraine from Biden, basically, who was absolutely anti-Russian in his stance. So Ukraine popped up on the foreground on the international agenda, and this has to be settled, and we will do that, they said. And at the same time, they understood our position. And once we're done with Ukraine, then there will be lots of mutually beneficial stuff going on for the well-being of our two nations here and there. But Ukraine is still there. The issue is still there on the table. It gets new dimensions that look more and more like new covenants and demands to Russia. But still, the conversation is going on. We supported the United States propositions, and Europe immediately rushed to Washington to tweak and adjust the initiative that had already been approved by President Putin. And they're still tampering with it. They're still trying to tweak it. President Putin said that we are willing to see a diplomatic solution to that. We have never changed our terms, unlike many other participants of this political process. They have been, well, moving the goalpost many times.